Well, here we are. So, this is the German version. If I do say any German words, then I apologise for any mispronunciation. My German's not that good. Anyway, so Blutrotes Grabmal starter set. There you are, Warcry. So there is in Rodovich is a toy shop that sells Warhammer stuff. And they got a small stall there, and they're just growing slowly, and they got a club once a month, and they want to do a bit of Warcry. And I went down there one evening for a couple of games of 40k, just to sort of teach them, I guess. Wasn't really teaching them. We just rolled dice and had a good laugh, really. And that was the most important thing, I believe. So anyway, they like me minis. They like me toys. So he's asked me to take this home, and if I'd like to build it and paint it for the shop. So yes, I mean, there we are. There's the price ticket in euros, 85 euros. It's been a while since I've been in the UK, so I don't know what the price is there, and I've never been to America, so I don't know what the price is there, but there you are. Dollars and pounds and euros will vary. It's called an exchange rate. There you are. So, in here is this set and halt. So 72 somethings, probably cards. It's usually cards, isn't it? If there's lots of them, it's cards. 8 camp for carton. No, I thought cards is carton. And 2 Fähigkeiten carton. So there you are. 8 Würfel. So what we want to know about is toys, isn't it? So apparently there's 8 toys in here. 4 for the Blutrotes. That's going to be like blood red. So probably vampires. And then 4 Exandria's War Searchers. So Exandria's is Exandria's, isn't it? In any language, even Chinese probably. So there you go. So I kind of opened it just to make sure everything was in there. Also, so I didn't have to try and hack and slash the box open with a knife beforehand. So I just sliced the knife across there. So let's open her up. So the plan is we're gonna have a little opening up here and have a look inside, and then I'm going to build it all. Not now. And then we're gonna paint it and see how it goes, and maybe even try and do a how to play game. So there's the box. There's inside the box. Look inside the box. There's a box inside the box. 3 dimensionals inside the box. You've seen enough of the box. Okay, so we have the rule book. I presume it's the rule book. And then there's other stuff here. Should we do this next? Let's do these now, because you just want to see the minis, so I'm going to make you wait. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just slide this way a little bit, my board. I can slide this up here. Right. Let's see if I can open this without a knife. Wish me luck. Now, from what I've seen of Warcry so far, all of the stuff is multilingual, but we'll see if it is in this rule set as well. So, Warcry Crypt of Blood, Rules Pack, Jur. Printed in China. There you are. Cards. I don't think there's 72 cards there. I don't know what 72 was. Maybe it was counters. Counters! That's what it would be. Counters, let's look at that word. 72 Cicadas Einsteigerbuch. Oh, 70 page. Friggin' hell. Probably a 72 page book. Right, okay. So, you learn German and then they go and use other German words for other German words and you're just like, I'm thrown. So, here we go. These are quite good. They're multilingual. That's the joys of a symbol. Also causes me complete confusion to begin with, but who have we got here? Wah, into the camera. So, we've got this dude, man with stick. We have this lady with two pointy sticks. And she's not really dressed for war, is she? We have a dude with a wing and a stick with a bashy bit on the end. And cool hair. I'm really looking forward to painting the vampires for this, to be fair. I'm just seeing if there's any more vampire dudes. Ah, there's another vampire dude. There's a vampire dude in his armor's quite cool. Look at that. He's got it's like a skull on the chest. That's quite cool. And he's got a tactical rock, a fallen statue. I'm just seeing what... Right, so that's the vampires. So we've got this dude with the hammer, which I think is a really cool model, to be fair. This is that a dudette? Who knows? And there is a bird of some sort. I thought it was an owl, but it's not an owl. I told my wife it was going to be an owl, but it's not. It's just a bird. Some sort of weird bird. I'll probably end up painting it orange. Not like a parrot. Not like a parrot. I'm thinking more like He-Man. You know. But, and then we've got this lady here with her lantern. So, pretty cool. I'm quite looking forward to those. And then we've got these two cards here, which are all in German. There are no English versions in this pack, just German. So whatever language you buy is the language you're stuck with. Which, you know, I can see why. Right. And then we got the Crypt of Blood. Ah, Crypt of Blood. That's what it was in German. Ah. See, the instructions have got English words on it. That'll be quite good. And then just how to make them. So they are those, you don't get choice of how to pose them. I don't think you get any choices on how to arm them either. And then we've got the terrain. The terrain's quite cool. So I quite like terrain. I'm not sure I'm going to paint this terrain, but there we are. And we have some Knuters, or counters. Knuters is not the word for counters in any language. As far as I'm aware. And a ruler. They put a ruler in there. Why don't you just chuck in some of those plastic ones? I don't mean the pointy sticks of age old past. I mean like the little plastic see-through ones. They've been so much better. But there we are. We got ruler. And it's a ruler with skull and sword going through it, so I guess it's quite nondescript what it is, but there we are. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Nearly knocked the bit out. And then we have this book here, Blutrotes Grabmal, which translated, that's going back to this, Crypt of Blood. Oh, so I wrote that. Well, blood is Blut, and Grabmal must be Crypt. Blutrotes. Okay. Okay. So I'm constantly trying to learn my German and I'm not doing very well. I've got the book. So it gives you a little bit of background, which I quite like. I do like, Taros is the name of the bird, apparently. Yeah, not the name I give a bird. I'll call it Talon or Beaky. the train looks like it would be quite easy to paint, apart from all the fiddly bits that Games Workshop like to put on stuff. Oh look, they're trying to sell me some paints. Wow. What a surprise. Bit late now, mate. I got the kit home. Just. Alright, okay. So, this is probably more interesting to the German people who can actually read some of these words, but there we are. But, aha! So, slash plan 2. Hey, where's plan 1 then? Did I miss plan 1? I see. Plan 1. I see. So basically, it looks like the first mission, they just kind of lead you through it. And then the next mission, they kind of lead you through it as well. Interesting. Okay. So they're kind of explaining it, I guess, in part 3. Showing you some funky dice graphics to explain the dice thing for you. The probably bit I haven't worked out yet. I worked out most of the game. I just need to work out the dicey bits. Okay. More missions. Mission 5. Does that lead you through as well? Mission 6. Ah, brilliant. So there are, it looks like there are some missions where you can just go off and do your own thing. You haven't just got to follow a flow chart and being told where to move everybody. Although this one here seems to... They show you a few things to do though, so I don't know. And mission 7, which is much more freeform. Okay, so we've got a funky chart down here again with the dice. So I love the artwork on the sides, by the way. I do like this thing that Games Workshop started doing. I do miss the little. They used to have little drawings of the people doing funny things and like the orcs and stuff and that in the books for Warhammer. They were great, but this Gothic style is quite cool as well. Yeah, I'm just clicking through quite quick now, just because you want to see the models. Oh, they're trying to sell me more stuff. Woo! So I've got these dudes. I've got them painted. So it looks like these are a taster for those. And the models from this set could be used with these. And I will presume, I don't know for sure, but I would say the models in this set could probably be used with these as well. So it is kind of a good start to expand your force. Yeah, it looks like that's what they're suggesting by the looks of it. So there you go. There's some monsters you can add. And they're going to sell you some brushes and some paints. And let's not even go into what that is. Okay. Looks like a butt plug. Okay, so. And there are. There's a Narwood watch camp you can buy. Oh. Looks quite nice in that picture. And a pyramid. Who says that Games Workshop don't sell pyramid schemes? Okay. So that's that. We have a mat. And it's quite snowy. So you can either choose the snowy side, which is all fine and good, but I don't know if I want to put snow on the bases because it kind of limits sort of, or put snow on the terrain because it kind of limits its use. So, but I did see something on the other side. And it is this. I quite like this. Now this one I quite like. Yeah, that's the one I'm gonna paint the terrain to fit this one, I think. So, which is good. I'm glad it's double-sided. It actually fits on my. I've got what we called a corkboard. So, and the mats fit inside my corkboard quite nicely. So I've actually glued this grey one you see here, I've glued on for quilting. I've got one on the other side in green for things like Warcry, which I haven't played yet. I haven't played quilting yet, to be fair. You got a card divider in the box to protect your card. And then we have the terrain. Whoa. So one sprue of terrain. And oh, what's that? Is that oh, I see. It goes on there. So it's part of the statue. I thought it might be some sort of like a method for recording turns, but it's not. Okay, that's quite cool, isn't it? That's skulking. Awesome. Little candles. Oh, those little details. Look at the little candles. Oh, more details to paint. Right. Die. You usually get dice in a Games Workshop game, but that many dice? There's more dice than figures. Warcry Crypt of Blood dice. Made in China. Really? Okay. And then we have the... I'm going to forget what they're called. The Witch Seekers? I don't know what they are called now. But the Stormcast Eternals. Stormcast, I got the hiccups. Stormcast Eternals. So, I'm going to have to sit down and paint these, aren't I? Oh. I used to really enjoy making models and I used to hate painting. Now I just kind of enjoy the painting and don't like the making. And these are the vampires. I love that. Look at that. These vampire heads. Is this in focus? Look at that. Isn't that cool? Oh. The sculpts are amazing. And with some simple brushwork, you can make these look really good, I think. Do I go for a black undercoat? I'm going to go for a black undercoat on these guys. And I'm probably going to go for a black undercoat on these and then give them a dry brush of like an off-white, just to sort of get some shading in there, and then I can just put the colours on top. Kind of a little bit like slap chop, but my version called slapdash. If you've seen my videos before, you'll know what slapdash is. It's the way I paint. It's quick, it's simple, it's easy, and I've been doing it for longer than slap chop's been around, I guess. Well, I don't know, because slap chop, what they call slap chop now, it's been around for a long time. I mean, I've been doing my slapdash, which I now call it slapdash in retaliation to slap chop. I do like these bases. These bases are great. I think it just really adds to that. I wish you could just buy bases like this from Games Workshop in plastic. And they have done boxes of bases kind of like this, but nowhere near as good. Just look at these, the paving and all that would just be absolutely wonderful in 40mm. And for 32mm, just, you can imagine Space Marines walking across these paved. Oh, it'd just be brilliant. But alas, no. And even this one here, you got like, well, I don't really need chandeliers on my base and stuff like that, you know, but, you know, I'm happy with that. But no, these, I love these bases. I wonder if someone's actually done a STL or something like this. I really need to look. But then I don't like 3D printing bases. Sounds crazy. I'll 3D print most things, legally. And I don't 3D print bases. Unless I really, really have to, like a really big, like special base for like a commander or a character. But for an army, I won't 3D print bases. Just because I'd rather use a resin on models or having a tank printed or something. So I think Games Workshop, really, if they got the price just on that sweet spot, they could churn out bases for people to buy just like crazy. And I think people would lap them up. There we are. Those bases are cool. Yeah. I just want the bases. Right, so there we have it. So I'm going to put it back in the box. So we have 2 forces now. From what I did a little messing around a while back, before I got this box set, looking at what all the different Underworld sets were in points for Warcry. They all kind of average around about sort of 450, 400, maybe 550, that sort of area. So going by that on this, you're probably looking at about the same 500 point forces. A full game of Warcry is 1,000 points, but I will say, if I can say anything, is when you're learning a game, don't go full in. So like if you want to learn Warhammer 40,000, for example, don't go and build a tournament 2,000 point army and then try and learn the game. Do 500 points, do 250 points, just have a unit. Maybe get a legal unit of like 10 models and then split it into 2, so you've got 2 units acting separately in the game. Just, I know it's not as the rules are written, but do that to learn the rules and away you go. And I think, I mean, obviously I've not tried this set yet, so I don't know how balanced they are with each other, but with half forces in the set, I actually think that's quite good. I think that is the way to do it. So, yeah, you want, I think Warcry is really good in that regard because you've got a quantity of units. As in, when I say units, I mean things to move. So you've got effectively 4 or 5 models per side. So you kind of got 4 to 5 goes in the game before the next turn, and then you get 4 to 5 goes to do. Whilst 40k, you've got 10 models per unit, 5 units, that's 50 models. That's a lot of models to paint. This, I'm going to see if I can get this. So we've got a Easter weekend coming up. So there's no club. So it's being moved over to the following weekend, the following Friday night. I think it's a Friday night. So following Friday. So I've got effectively about a week, 2 weeks to get it painted. And I'm not just going to paint this, obviously. I'm going to be painting other things as well. Let's just look at these cards again, because they are gorgeous models, I have to say. Come on, who doesn't? You look at those and you go, I want to paint them. I really want to paint them. They look amazing. You can imagine working at the colours and then just at the end, just pulling that skin in and just bring it all together. And it's just like, oh, man, amazing. I mean, these are beautiful sculpts. I've got these built already. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is painting each one of these twice. So I can paint mine at the same time as I paint the shops. But, oh, man, I'm going to look forward to these. I am really looking forward to these. I say that, I'll probably end up screaming at them. There we are. So, the next video will be, I don't know actually, it might be the building off them, or I might just get straight down into the nitty-gritty of paint. Ooh, let's get back into focus, please. Get into the nitty-gritty of getting them painted. And hopefully you might learn a few things from my painting of how to get your sets painted, or some ways of tackling other painting work. So, anyway, I'm going to leave you with that. I'm going to say ciao for now so I can get off and start building these. I'm not going to build them now or later. And I shall catch you in the next video. But yes, thank you for watching. If you could if you could subscribe, that would be absolutely amazing. And if you could leave a comment, that'd be awesome too. Give me some ideas. How would you expand this Warcry force from, say, the roughly 500 that it might be in there, to 1,000 points for a proper Warcry full game? How would you do that? Then maybe I can convince the shop to get the minis for me to do that, so the shop's got some 1,000 point forces for people to borrow. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Okay, right, I've said it. I said like. I said subscribe. All that jazz. I said make some comments. I'm going to make a cup of tea and I might see if there's some cake. So ta-ta for now and thank you for watching.